morning everyone. Jai Shri Ram. Today we'll start chapter 57. Hanuman leaves Lanka and touches Mount Mainaka from Sunderkand of Valmiki Ramayana. I'll recite initial 25 verses from this chapter and explain its meaning. Hanuman leaps from the coast of Lanka and touches Mount Mainaka, which he came across in the way. He advances further and roars at the top of his voice at the Mount Mahindra so as to bring jubilation to the monkeys awaiting his return there. Jambavan tells the monkeys, who moved by jumps with joy on hearing Jamvan that Hanumana has returned successfully from his expedition, as way evident from his jubilant roar. Having greeted Jamvan, Angada and others on alighting on the summit of Mount Mahendra, Hanumana narrates to them briefly the story of his discovery of Sita. Applauding Hanumana, Prince Angada, who was eager to hear the story, sits down on a rock along with all others. Verses 1 to 25. Sachandra-kumudam ramyam sarga-kandaram subham tishyasravana-kandabam abra-shaivala-shadulam punarvashu-mahameenam lohita-anga-mahagraham airavata-mahadvipam swadi-hansa-viloditam vada-samgata-jata-urmima chandra-anshu-shishira-ambhumam भुजङ्गयक्षगन्धर्व प्रबद्धकमल उत्पलं हर्मानमारुतगतिर्महा नोरिव सागरम् अपारमपरिश्रान्तः पुप्लुवे गणनार्णवम् ग्रासशामान इव आकाशं तारा अधिपम् इव अखिलम् हरन्न इव शनक्षत्रं गगनं चार्कमण्डलम् मारुतस्यालयं श्रीमान् कपिः व्योमचरो महान् हनुमानमेधजालानि विकर्षण इव गच्छति पाण्डुरारुणवर्णानि नीलमाञ्जिष्टकानि च हरितरुणवर्णानि महाप्राणि चकाशिरे प्रविशन्नभ्रजालानि निष्क्रमन्न च पुनः पुनः प्रचन्नः च प्रकाशः च चन्द्रमा इव लक्ष्यते विविधा भ्रादनाशन्न गोचरोदवकाम्बरः दृश्यतनुवीरं स्तदा चन्द्रयै अम्बरम् दाक्षायमाणो गगने बपाशे वायुनन्दनः धारयन्मेधवृत्तानि निष्पतञ्च पुनः पुनः नादेन महता मेघस्वन्नमहास्वनः प्रवशन राक्षसान् हत्वा नाम विशाव्रजात्मनः आकुलां न गतिं कृत्वा व्यथयित्वा च रावणम् अर्दयित्वा बलं घोरं वेदेहीम विवाद च आजगाम महातेजाः पुनः मध्येन सागरम् पर्वत इन्द्रं शुनाभम च समुपृशस्य वीर्यवान् ज्यामुक्त इव नाराचो महावेगो अभिपागतः स संकिच्चित अनुसम्प्राप्तः समालोक्य महागिरिं महा इन्द्रमेघसंकाशं ननादहरिपुङ्गतः स पूरयामास कपिदीर्षो दश सम्मतन्तः नन्नः देवमहतामेघ स्वर्ण महास्वनः सतमदेशमनुप्राप्तः शूह्यदर्शनलालसः ननादहरिशार्दूलो लालगोलं चाप्यकम्प्यत तस्य नानादमानस्य सुपर्णचरिते पथि फलति वाश्यघोषेण गगनं शार्कमण्डलम् ये तु तत्रोत्तरे तीरे समुद्रस्य महाबलाः पूर्वं संवेष्टिताः सुरा वायुपुत्रदिद्वशः महतो वातनुन्नस्य तोदयदस्यैव गर्जितं शुश्रूवृस्ते तदा घोष मूरो वेगं हनुमतः ते दीनमनसः सर्वे शुश्रुवः काननोषः वानरेन्द्रस्य निर्घोषं पर्जन्यनीनदोपमम् निशम्य ननदो नादं वानराः ते सम्मततः बभूवुः उत्सुकाः सर्वे सुहृददर्शनदाक्षिणम् जाम्बवांश हरिश्रेष्ठः प्रीतिसंहस्रमानसः उपामन्त्र्य हरिणा सर्वान् इदं वचनम् अब्रवीत् सर्वथा कृतकार्योऽसौ हनुमान् न अत्र संशयः न हि अस्य कृतकार्यस्य नाद एवं विभो भवेत् तस्या बाहु उर्वेगं च नीनादं च महात्मनः निशम्य हरयो हष्टाः समुपेतु ततः ते नग अग्राणि शिखरात् शिखराणि च प्रहष्टाः समपत्यदन्त हनुमन्तं दिग्वक्षः. This means Hanumana, with a rush equal to that of a wind, without a fatigue, lit across the boundless sea, looking analogous to sky, like a large ship crossing the ocean. In that pleasant and auspicious sky-like sea shone the moon as a white water-like sea, shone having the constellations known by the names of Pushya and Shravana as swans, the clouds as its duckweeds, and the twin constellation, the Punarvasus, as its large fish, the planet Mars as its large alligator, the large Iceland as Airavata, Indra's elephant, graced with a swan in the form of the constellation Swati, having gales as its waves, the moon brightens its cool water, and with the Nagas, Yakshas and Gandharvas as its full-blown lotuses and water lilies. While moving in the sky, the illustrious Hanumana, the son of wind god and the great monkey, appeared as if swallowing the sky, scratching the moon and cutting off the sky with its stars and the disk of sun, and was going as though dragging asunder the mass of clouds, dense clouds with white and red colossus, blues and yellows colossus, and also green and reddish brown colors shone brightly in the sky. Time and again, entering and coming out of the cluster of clouds, Hanumana appeared like the moon, becoming visible and visible again and again. The heroic Hanumana, who was clad in the white clothes, having found his ways into various kinds of dense clouds, and raging again, having his personality becoming visible and invisible, shone like the moon in the sky, tearing asunder the cluster of clouds again and again, and also emerging from them and roaring with a big noise. Hanumana, the son of wind god, making the thunderous great sound, shone flying like Garuda, the eagle, in the sky, killing the foremost of demons, becoming famous by his name, making Lanka perplexed, causing anguish to Ravana by tormenting his terrible army, and bidding his adorer Sita, Hanumana returned by flying over the middle of the sea. Touching Mount Mainaka, the victorious Hanumana came with a great speed, resembling an iron arrow discharged from a bowstring. Approaching a bit near and observing Mount Mahendra, the great mountain, looking like a dense cloud, that Hanumana made a loud noise. Emitting a great roar, that Hanumana, whole loud noise resembled the rumbling of a cloud, filled with and whole space in all directions with the noise. Having reached that place Hanumana, who was ardently desirous of seeing his friends, roared and waved his tail. The sky with the disk of the sun began to crack as it were due to his roar, even as he repeatedly roared in on the path of the sky as followed by Garuda, the eagle endowed with charming wings. Those mighty heroes who were waiting already on the northern shore of the sea, with an eagerness to see Hanumana, heard there at the time the sound produced by the sweeping motion of Hanumana's thighs, which resembled the roar of a huge cloud propelled by the wind. All those monkeys who were distressed in mind for not having heard of the news of Sita heard Hanuman's roar, similar to the roar of a rumbling cloud. Hearing the roar of Hanumana, who was making sound, all those monkeys stationed there in all directions became anxiously desirous of seeing his friends. The Jamwan, the foremost among monkeys and bears, with his minds thrilled with joy, having summoned all the monkeys, spoke the following words: "This Hanumana has accomplished his assignment in all ways. His sound will not indeed be like this if he has not fulfilled his task. There is no doubt in this matter." Hearing the sound of dashing movement of the high-souled Hanumana, arms and thighs, the monkeys moved by jump and joy from their respective places. Those monkeys with joy, longing to see Hanumana, took off from the top of one tree to the tops of the other trees, and also from the mountain summit to the other summits. I'll continue other verses in my next video. Jai Shri Ram.